As of the May 18th TWAB, we found out our artifact and all the awesome new abilities we're going to have in it. And within it, we have a lot of stuff for Arc and Void. Now, there's also some, strand stuff sprinkled in there, but Arc and Void are going to be absolutely stinking busted this season for essentially every single class. But I think Titan obviously is our focus, and a classic exotic that we all know about is going to be, once again, absolutely busted. What's going on, everybody? Birdman here with another Destiny video. I'm going to be showing off the Heart of Inmost Light, the artifact, and why these two things are going to be the just cream of the crop coming up in Season of the Deep. Make sure you're following me on YouTube and Twitter at Birdman778. Like, comment, subscribe, do all the stuff for this video. Let's jump right on in. So obviously we got our artifact and everything that's involved in it. The first two slots are essentially just kind of like, small mods to kind of like help you out along the way. Obviously we're getting a big Void and Arc and Strand focus in here with some melee in there, obviously, because mainly Arc more than anything. But starting in column 3, we have Unto the Breach. Defeating a Void debuff target creates a Void Breach with your Void subclass equipped, and then Electric Armor, stay amplified longer while your Arc subclass is equipped. And finally, Thunderous Resort, grant bonus Arc super damage if cast while critically wounded or while amplified, lasts until super end activation. These three are going to be really great, obviously great for Void, but these last two Arc ones are going to be pretty insane for, I would say, using your Missile Titan as much as you humanly can. I think especially with like a lot of the Arc exotic changes coming up here soon, we're going to be seeing maybe some more roaming super stuff, but I will definitely say this is going to be great for GMs with using Titan Thunder Crash with its chest piece. Column 4, we have Protective Breach. Picking up a Void Breach gives you an overshield and refreshes your existing overshield, which is going to be absolutely stupid for just constant running around Void. I would say especially in PvP, so this is going to be pretty freaking awesome. We also have Counter Charge, gain a stack of armor charge when you stun a champion, and Amped Up, gain damage resistance while amplified. I think that one's going to be absolutely stupid, just because of the fact that in Arc 3.0 you are amplified a lot of the time, and some of the stuff that we're going to be seeing coming up here in column 5 will pretty much explain why I'm saying that. Column 5, we have Shock and Awe. Arc, final blows while you are amplified, summon a burst of lightning that damages and jolts targets. Supernova, picking up a Void Breach causes your next source of void damage to create a large weakening pulse, which we have a setup with this. This is going to be absolutely stupid. And then finally, Lightning strikes twice after throwing an Arc grenade, gain increased grenade recharge for a short time. Arc final blows extend the duration of this benefit. So again, Heart of Inmost Light can be stupid just because we're going to be constantly running around, punching, doing our strafes to the side, and then getting stupid damage for these grenades. Now, let me go over the actual classes themselves, maybe how you can set yourself up for day one to take great advantage of these perks. So obviously when we first look at Arc, what we can do, definitely think Thunder Crash, I think the start stop, and especially taking advantage of that new perk where it's going to give us increased damage while we're critical. You can kind of maybe hurt yourself real quick, shoot yourself in the feet with a grenade launch or something like that. You get what I'm saying, trying to essentially just make yourself critical, so then this Thunder Crash is going to do even more damage. Definitely make sure you have on Thruster, because this is just a great start and stop for Heart of Inmost Light. I think Thunderclap is kind of exactly the same. It's very fast activation. And then finally, I like a Pulse Grenade, but I think Storms are probably going to be great again coming up here soon. But to be completely real with you, Pulses in its time period tend to do just as well as Storm Grenades, so definitely consider this, and especially it's great for GMs for like boxing out enemies. Touch of Thunder and Knockout should be an absolute must for you here. You can put on Juggernaut because they are going to be kind of fixing this effect a little bit, changing it up, but I still think these two aspects are going to be much more important to you than anything else. And going over a couple fragments, I like to do Spark of Ions for defeating Jolted Target, which is most of them. Creates ionic traces, which that's essentially kind of like a Void Breach in a way. Sparks of Shock, your Arc grenade jolts targets, because we're going to be constantly doing a lot of jolting. Spark of Amplitude, rapidly defeating targets while you are amplified, creates an Orb of Power. We need plenty of Orbs of Power. I mean, just going through and through the game as is for armor charge especially, so this is going to be really important. And ideally, we're going to be amplified a lot of the time with the new artifact perks that we're going to have. And then finally, Spark of Focus. After sprinting for a short time, your class ability regen is increased. We're definitely running around a lot. We're getting the extra speed boost, everything across the board. It's definitely worth going into. And when it comes to Void, we are going to want to set up like a regular Void Titan, but fragment wise, which is going to be the most important changes here. We're going to be Echo of Harvest, defeating weakened targets with precision final blows, creates orbs of power and void breaches. We want to do plenty of void breaches while we have it. Your void grenade weakens targets with Echo of Undermining. Echo of Starvation, picking up a void breach or an orb of power, grants Devour. And then finally, Echo of Expulsion, void ability, final blows cause targets to explode. Some weapons I recommend that go really well with the Heart of Inmost Light across the board for Art and for Void. Wave Splitter is going to be great. Cold Heart, essentially any of the trace rifles that are exotic are going to be solid, especially if they're going to be matching the element there, just because they're going to be constantly helping activate those type of things, taking advantage of, you know, surges and stuff like that. So definitely use those, or, you know, your classics, your funnel webs, stuff like that. Thanks so much for watching the video, guys. I hope you guys really enjoyed. Obviously, this isn't going to be much different than a lot of the other stuff that we were doing in the past, just because, you know, Heart of Inmost Light is pretty plug and play. As soon as you use it, you're just going to be playing better, and especially with these new artifacts, it's going to be just juicing it beyond compare. So definitely Heart of Inmost Light season, get used to it, but hopefully the exotic changes on some of the other ones are going to be really awesome for us as well. But make sure you're following me on YouTube and Twitter, giving a like on this video, subscribing, becoming a member, doing a super thanks, any of that stuff. And yeah, I just appreciate you guys for watching the videos. Let me know what you guys want me to be doing in Season of the Deep down below, and I will try to accommodate as best I can. But regardless, I hope you have a great night, day, whatever it may be.